Happy New Year! Balloons falling down, streamers, balloons, streamers in your mind, believe it, imagine it, Happy New Year. Welcome to Make It Monday.
Time to make it do what it do. Encouragement in a cup. So here's to me and here's to you. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Your weekend must have been a blur, but now it's time to feed your mind. Here's a recipe of mine. A dash of wisdom, pinch of knowledge, add some faith. Now serve it up. Now drink it down, cause that's encouragement inside your cup. Now grab a pen and grab some paper. What he's about to say is major. He'll help you fill your life with grandiloquence and God's favor.
Welcome to Make It Monday, where yours truly, Dr. Monday, is here all morning for you. If you are just seeing this, that's great. If you're seeing it later, make sure you put in hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. All right, we got to moil through these current events. I'm dedicating this Make It Monday to my wife. You know why? Because I love her. And it's the first Monday of the year. So since she's first in my heart, this is going to be about her by the time I get finished. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. Anyway. You know, it starts with Dorona. Dorona, she got her own name, her own area code, everything. She's taking over the country, y'all. Dorona. People, over the last month in the United States, more than 100,000 people have been put in hospitals battling COVID-19 every single day. If the infection rate gets any worse, one doctor said we could be looking at a total collapse of the United States health system. That is crazy. The U.S. has given about 4.2 million vaccine doses, although Trump's administration goal was to give 20 million by now. Health experts say things need to speed up if we're going to keep pace with where we're supposed to be going. I don't know what people are going to do, so I'm going to tell you like this. Same thing I tell you every Monday. Happy New Year and wear your mask. All right. What else we got? Donald Trump, the president of these here United States for another about 25 days or something like that. How much? 17 days. Thank you, Jesus. Watch this. The Washington Post, you can go listen to it yourself. The Washington Post published a recording yesterday. Trump called Brad Raffensperger, the Georgia Republican Secretary of State, and his lawyer. And he could be heard vaguely threatening that they could go to jail if they don't get him more votes. If they don't go out and find him 11,780 votes to overturn Georgia's election results. Raffensperger, who repeatedly stood by the results, flatly refused to help him. You should have heard the conversation. He was like, don't you think that the election was illegal? He was like, no. He said, oh, yes, you do. How you going to tell the man what he think? Then he said, don't you think that the machinery was bad and somebody took out parts of the machine? He said, no, I don't think that. He said, oh, you don't know. And then he said, yeah, from what I heard, from my opinion, it's all they took out the machine and they tore up votes. And he was like, no. He said, oh, you don't know. What is, come on, based off of his opinion. His opinion. Y'all got to listen to that. That is crazy. But anyway, I'm telling you, pray. 12 Republican senators, oh my goodness, this is crazy, have now said that they intend to challenge the certification of the electoral college results that is supposed to happen on Wednesday. People, what is wrong with these other people? Oh my God, are you serious? All right, anyway, all of 10 former U.S. defense secretaries, all of 10 former living U.S. defense secretaries have declared that the United States president election is over And in a forceful public letter published in the Washington Post on Sunday, they said that Joe Biden is the president. I say we agree. Okay, sports. I got to go to sports. Something a little lighter for the new year. Steph Curry. He's my favorite player. Babyface assassin. He's my favorite player in the NBA right now. He scored 62 points last night. 62th. 62th. 31 in each half. It was ridiculous. Who was playing on the other side? JV, 62th. Did anybody come to play defense at all? 62th points. Yay, Stephen Curry. I'm gonna dedicate this to my baby. All right. Now, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Reasons Edition. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Reasons Edition. And I ain't really listened to a lot of music, but my wife did. So I used to go to see her sometime, and she had this, I had heard some of the songs before, but she used to always listen to this music. And it was this one group that she was listening to one time, and I was like, well, who is that? Now, y'all gonna talk about me, but y'all can kick rocks with open-toe shoes, because I don't give nothing. Anyway, so it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I know y'all think that I'm black and I should just automatically listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I'm like them people that grew up in church and listened to James Cleveland and Tremaine Hawkins. We ain't listen to no Earth, Wind, and Fire in my house. That ain't how it came to me. But when I went over her house, she was listening to this group called Earth, Wind, and Fire one day, and she turned me on to them, and I never told her. I just took credit for it like it was always in me, but it really wasn't. And so 30 years later or 28 years later, however long we've been knowing each other, she's just coming to find out. But don't tell her I didn't say the right amount of years. My theme is Let's Groove this week. Y'all remember everybody? I don't know the words. I just remember Let's Groove tonight. But my theme is Let's Groove this week. All right, and I got 3 subtle sentiments to sustain a super week as we start the new year. Did you see all the S's? 3 subtle sentiments to sustain a super week as we start the new year. I was very proud of myself. Anyway, all right, and I got this word, aplomb. So if y'all want to send me words, you can. But if you don't have none, don't send me no words that suck, all right? Aplomb. I like that word because I know y'all don't use it. We're going to use it. Aplomb. All right, what is this? Aplomb. Self-confidence or assurance, especially when you are in a demanding situation. This week, my wife was in a demanding situation. She had self-confidence and assurance. I love it. She was just looking at her with her self-confidence and assurance. She's so sexy. Just go ahead, girl. Be strong. Anyway, y'all get it. All right, complete and confident composure or self-confident poise. All right, so the reasons edition. The reasons that we're here. I really wish I could sing that high, but I love it. I'm going to go listen to Reasons after this, but we're going to do the Reasons edition. That was the song she was listening to when I asked her about who the group was. The Reasons. So that's why I picked it. All right. The reason. Number one. Aplomb. Number one. The reasons that we're here. See, I got to. The reasons that we're here. All right. What does that mean? Why am I so confident? Why am I so self-assured? Watch this. I'm going to give it to you. Number 1, John. 1 John 4:4. Little children, you are from God and have overcome them. For he who is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Regular King James says, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. That's why you're confident, because the great one, the God of your salvation, is on the inside. Also, 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but a power of love and of self-control. That's why you can be confident, because the Spirit of God is in you, and it's not of fear. It's of power. It's of love. It's of self-control. And then Philippians 1:6. And I am sure of this, that he who has begun a good work in you will bring it into completion until the day of Jesus Christ. God's going to be working on me until Jesus Christ comes back. So that's the reason why I can be so self-confident. It's the reason why you can be so self-confident. The reason why you can be aplomb. Number two, The reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. Right? Y'all gonna listen to reasons after this, ain't y'all? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm gonna make it part of your homework. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to reasons once a day for the week. Reasons. All right. Okay. And then next week, y'all gonna be putting reasons in the thing. All right. What is my confidence? What does my confidence do for me? Why do I got feelings that I ain't gonna lose my self-confidence? Because it's doing something for me. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Ain't that right? Yes, it is. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is edifying to the hearers. Are you with me? So therefore, I can build up people. I'm confident. I don't have to be a hater. I don't have to be a imitator. I can be a celebrator. I can say things that make a mark in people's lives. I'm confident about that. Then Proverbs 3:26. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your feet from being caught. I can be confident because God ain't going to let me down. God ain't going to let me fall. God ain't going to let me be out there. God is going to rescue me if I get in trouble. God is going to make a way out of no way. God is going to turn it around late in the midnight hour. God is going to bring the high places low, and he's going to bring the low places high, and he's going to make the crooked places straight. So I have every reason to be confident. But y'all thought I was going to preach, and I have to move on to my next point because y'all want it. Y'all want this one. Ooh, after the love games have been played. Number 3. What does that mean? What does that mean? After I go through all I go through, how is my self-confidence helping me? How is my self-confidence helping me? I'll tell you. Hebrews 10:35 and 36. Therefore, do not throw away your self-confidence, which has great reward, for you have need of endurance, so that after you have done the will of God, you might receive the promise. So it says that if I keep my self-confidence, what self-confidence is going to do for me is going to cause me to receive the promises of God in my life. And I need to do that this year. This year, God is going to circle my year with benefits and wealth and happiness and prosperity. And I just got to have self-confidence to hang in there no matter what it looks like. Proverbs 3:5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understandings. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. If I hang in there with confidence and trust in the Lord, God gonna show up. He gonna tell me which way to turn, what to do, who gonna be my mechanic, who gonna be my new boo, who gonna be my new booette. Whatever it is I need God to do this year in 2021, he's gonna direct my path. I gotta keep my self-confidence though. And then Hebrews 4:16. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. If I keep my confidence, I'm going to get mercy. I'm going to get grace. I'm going to get help. When? In the time I need it, just when I need it. So I got to keep my confidence no matter how demanding the situation is. It's got to be impenetrable. That's what aplomb is. Impenetrable self-confidence and poise. And that's why I celebrate my wife, because she's my spiritual gangster. She keeps confidence. She's on point. I love her so. Let me move on and tell you what else I love. Not as much as my wife, but I love her. That's this cup. But Shiana will give them to you for, I don't know. I forgot what Shiana's selling for. She's ripping me off, but she's selling to you. If you should buy them off from the rip-off price. She giving you Ross prices for these socks. I'm telling you, you are getting Ross prices for these. Y'all been to Ross before. Some of y'all, you getting Ross prices for these socks. I don't really quite know what they sell at Ross, but I know she was there last night and she brought an outfit that cost all of 50 cents. And she sent me a picture. She was fully dressed for a nickel and a quarter. I was like, what? She said, look at this dress and these boots. I got it for 35 cents plus tax. It was crazy. I was like, wow, you better go, girl. So she giving you Ross prices for these socks. I don't. And then we got the shirt. She laughing, but she knows she was dressed for about 75 cents. This shirt cost $25, but it got stuff on the back, and we can get whatever you want on the back as long as I said it. It's been real. No matter what goes on this week, have a plum. Not a plum like a piece of fruit, but have a plum. You know, self-confidence, impenetrable confidence. I love you. I love my wife. Happy New Year. It's Dr. Monday, baby.
Rise and shine, back to the grind. So what you wanna do? A word from the bishop. Top of the week, I'll bring you through. It's Make It Monday. Time to make it do what it do. Encouragement in the cup. So here's to me and here's to you.
Rise and shine, back to the grind. So what you wanna do?